The orange. I told you. I had to turn my light on. Believing she was Hatshepsut, the guardians allowed her in the secret chambers, and she let me in. A lot of energy on that wall. I don't know what it is. She blessed me. Yeah, you got a lot of orbs around you. Her temple. Good evening. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's get into it. I am Dr. Kenyatta. On this channel, we destroy and build simultaneously, for there can be no resurrection without destruction. I'm Dr. Kenyatta, and you will refer to me as such. I have no enemies because love and goodwill taken care of within eliminates that without. There will be no toleration of any negative effect or affect on my channel. But I thank you for joining me. I thank you for being here with me to share in all the abundance that tarot has to offer. I was sitting in my office this afternoon and I was studying and taking note of my last two clients that I shared with you. The one who turned out to be a stone, a rolling stone of papas. I shouldn't laugh at that, but we should find a little laughter in all things. And the one who could not help but chase the cat. And I was thinking about following up with them. Give them some time and see if what I had to offer through my, therapeutic tarot practices and spread made a difference. And how they view the world from being a rolling stone of papas and a, for lack of a better word, thirst cat chaser. We all have our flaws, don't we? Nevertheless, I was kind of mulling over everything we talked about, and I wondered to myself, I say, I wonder if this, what I gave them was enough. Was it helpful? We all have someone that we need to talk to. All of us. They came to me, and I have those that I go to. So I called the one person who has been the greatest help to me of all, my handler. And we talked, and we talked, and we talked, and she shared with me her thoughts, and I shared with her mine. Now, you hear me say my handler, and you probably are thinking, what the fuck is this bitch talking about? We all have one of those, don't we? Or we all are one of those. Maybe, possibly, I don't fucking know. But I know that there are those of us who have handlers. But I've made a friendship with mind. Mind, not mind. What, mind? Mind? What the fuck happened? So I decided to share something with you tonight. I thought when I got off the phone, I said, my God, I'm talking to my handler as though we are the best of friends. And actually, we are. I don't know if she realizes and recognizes that I know that that's what the fuck she is to me, but it doesn't matter. I've become friends with my handler. And I want to help you figure out how to become friends with yours. So I'm going to do a tarot reading. And the title of this reading is How to Become Friends with Your Handler. Now, some of you you're very well aware, or you are having this sneaking suspicion that this person in your life, mother, father, sister, brother, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, child, is your handler. Well, don't deny yourself. Don't deny your intuition. You are probably 1000% right. So what you need to do is stop living in fucking fear. Because if you have a handler, understand that someone out there is afraid of you. But there's no need for any of us to live in fear. You take the energy and you alchemize it, transmute it, make it yours, make it what you want it to be. Understand that often these handlers have a lot of information. Now, they may not know everything about your motherfucking ass, but they know a lot. They probably know a lot more about you than you do. But it's, good to have them around. It's good to keep them around, goddamn, because they can help you. Okay? But, they got a role to play. You understand? You're not the only one in the fucking dynamic who's at risk for losing or gaining. They have something to gain as well. They're part of the fucking game, my God. They want to fucking win. Help your handler win. But you damn sure better make sure that your handler helps you win. Okay. Now, these are unspoken things. You don't reveal these things to your fucking handler. Okay. You have to develop a rapport with your handler so that your handler understands you and you understand them. And you communicate with one another that's nonverbal. I'll just say that. In such a way that is nonverbal. But you both look at each other. And with nonverbal facial expression, you both understand deep within. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm here to help you, and you're here to help me. You never say these words to your handler, and they will never say these words to you. But you both, understand that shit. So I'm going to do a tarot spread tonight. Now, I am going to read from a deck that I very rarely read from because I don't know how to read from that motherfucker. I've had it for a long time. Okay. I'm going to read from 2 decks. The Occult Tarot and the Tarot Apocalypsis. Now, I usually like to just read from 1 deck. Fuck all that 2-3 deck shit. But I feel called to read from both. How to become friends with your handler. All right, how many more shuffles? I'm hearing 2. All right, let's see what we get here. Let's get into it. We have, 3 of Wands in reverse. The World. It's hot than a motherfucker. Upright. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. 5 of Swords in reverse. And we have 8 of Cups upright. Now, I chose the Occult Tarot because occult means hidden knowledge, right? Something like that. Secret. This is it's a secret between you and your handler. You both must win. if you win, they win. See, what you don't understand, you think they're getting paid a fucking pretty penny to handle my motherfucking ass, and no, they are. But why? Who are you? What makes you so fucking special? Something that someone, somewhere, feels a need to have a handler over you. You're obviously not a nobody. So while they're getting paid well to keep you in control, the handler understands that, I'm getting paid pretty well to keep this motherfucker under control. But given the fact that this motherfucker that I'm keeping under control is all that and fucking more, just think of what my reward will be if I actually set this motherfucker free. Or at least assist in that regard. So you handled motherfuckers. Stop living in fucking fear. Become friends with your handler. And they'll become friends with you. But remember, goddamn, it's a secret. Now, if you have a fucking big mouth and you can't control yourself, then this is not for you. Stay handled. Okay, anyway. Now you may say, Dr. Kenyatta, what the fuck do you mean you don't know how to use that deck? It's the world card, the three of this, and the wands, and all of that shit. Okay, fine. But it's got these demons on it, and I'm like, well, aren't we supposed to read the fucking character too? I don't fucking know, okay. But I felt like, use that deck, give it a try. Let's see what the fuck it says, all right? Now, with the Three of Wands in the reverse, see. The common man's thought is that you are not supposed to work together, you and your handler. See, that's what someone out there, I don't fucking know who, wants you to believe. That you are not supposed to work together. That this person or people or whatever the fuck, well, we're just going to say person, because when you get into people, there's just too much shit. So if you have a group of handlers, but there seems to be a lead handler, that's who you work with. Duh. But the common man's thought, or the common person's thought, is that you're not supposed to work together, that you're supposed to be mortal enemies, and that this person is just here to hurt you and destroy you. No, they're just getting paid. They could care fucking less about your motherfucking ass. But you, who is the handled, can put that idea to an end. Who said we're not supposed to work together? The handler just wants to get paid. And once again, if you are all that and more, which obviously you must be, stop thinking small, people. Obviously you must be. So if they're just, an opportunist, they know both sides of the coin. There's always two sides to a coin. Expand your thought process. You bring that thought to an end. Let's change some things. Let go of the simpleton idea that you are not meant to work together and that you are supposed to be fighting with one another. It's right here. You're not in competition. You're not to live in fear. Walk away from the common man's understanding, which is fear-based. We're both in it to motherfucking win it. But you never, ever speak these words to one another. Ever. You don't give a wink. You don't give a smile. You don't give a nod. You speak to one another on a soul's level. I see. I understand. An opportunist is an opportunist. Let's continue. Three of Cups in reverse. Three of Swords in reverse. Ace of Cups in reverse. The Judgment card upright. Like I said, make your handler your friend. Now, what is a friend? A friend is not someone that you go out with and you party with and party hardy every weekend and you go out and have a good blasted fucking time. It's not a friend. Because that motherfucker that you're doing all that bullshit with is probably stabbing you in the fucking back as often as they possibly can. That has nothing to do with friendship. That has something to do with just we're hanging out, having a good fucking time. Doesn't mean that person is a friend. The fucking party acquaintance person, a buddy. Your handler, how to make your handler not your fucking party buddy. Not your let's go out and do this shit together person. Not let's get on the phone and gossip and drink ourselves into oblivion and drug ourselves out. None of that bullshit. How to make your handler your friend. You do not want to find yourself in any kind of compromising situation. You go out, you get loose with people like that, people you party and celebrate with, and you open your big fucking mouth. Oops. We were just having such a good time. You compromised your whole fucking self. This is not someone to do that with. This is your friend. For those who have an ear to hear, let him hear. This reading will be for you. So don't get loose with your fucking handler. You fucking break your fucking heart. And the shit will be worse for you than what it was initially supposed to be. That person, your handler, they must play their role. And you keep them in that fucking space. Now, if your handler happens to be one of your go out party fucking buddies that seems to want to go out with you every fucking weekend and all that bullshit, and you can't do anything without opening your fucking mouth, then this is not for you. If you have to have a drink and you're going to open your fucking mouth and spill it all out, your handler will lose, first of all respect for your motherfucking ass. Like, what a fucking weakling. Who is this I'm handling? This is a waste of my time. Okay? Then don't drink, don't drug with that motherfucker. Or maybe this isn't for you. Okay. Don't put yourself in that kind of situation. It has to be something that is completely unspoken in every way, shape, and form on the physical realm. Now, I'm not telling you either to go do some fucking astral projection and getting into people's dreams. You don't need to do any of that shit. That's a very weak man's way of getting information. And, well, I don't want to say getting information. I don't want to make it sound like that, but of communicating. Your handler will lose all respect for your motherfucking ass. You speak on a level, on a soul's level, and they will speak to you on that. You have to understand, no matter how ridiculous your handler may act, or how silly they seem, or how stupid they may seem, or how goofy they may seem, and all of these things, no matter how controlling they may seem in all of this, your handler is very well versed on the arts, past all of that mundane magic and mundane bullshit. They need not do any kind of, I'm gonna go in their dreams and there we can talk. I'm gonna astral project to their motherfucking ass and we can talk there. I'll telepathically say something and we can talk there. No. That's for the common person. You must learn to speak without speaking at all. And when the soul of you and your handler connect, you will know. And you will know that they know. They will either accept or reject. And you will know whether they have accepted or rejected without saying one word, without making one facial expression, without doing all of that boring, mundane, typical shit. It will be in the air that you both breathe. It will be in the words that you both speak. Just in regular conversation. Just like nothing has transpired at all. They will respect you, for they already know who you are. They may not know all of the information, but they damn sure know a lot more than you do. And an opportunist is always in it to fucking win it. Let's continue on. 4 of Wands. Upright. The Star. In reverse. Justice. Upright. Right under Judgment. Upright. Done the right way and earning your handler's respect, you'll find yourselves on the same team. How will you know, Miss Kenyatta? Or, excuse me, Dr. Kenyatta? You will. You will just know. Let me continue on. I'm stumped. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. 9 of Swords upright. 9 of Wands in reverse. First and foremost, once you have your handler's respect, you'll find yourselves on the same team, the winning team. You will no longer be put in a place of, I'm hearing isolation, but how can I say, no one's on any pedestal at that point. Oh, I see we're on equal footing. Because now you have their respect. They can speak beyond the mundane. Now, well, maybe they didn't know who they were before. Now they know who they are. The handler has always known who you are. But you have proven to the handler that now you know yourself and that you are worthy of their respect. You are worthy enough that they will aid you in what? Justice. I feel as though they will now work. They're always going to work for themselves, understand. But in assisting you to justice, they will work not against you. Now, don't misunderstand. It's a game here. It's a fine fucking line. And when I say game, I am not saying that it is something to be laughed at nor enjoyed. We are talking about, people whose minds are diabolical. They could care less about your fucking life. There's something about you. And they've been placed there to keep you in line for whatever fucking reason. It depends on who you are, and it will vary from person to person who has handlers. Now, if you want to break it down, we all have fucking handlers, bosses on the job, all that type of shit, the government, goddamn, all that type of shit. Okay, but we're not talking about that. But you can look at it that way too, okay? But we're not talking about that, all right? So understand. A handler is an opportunist. Whatever's going to work best for them is what they're going to go for. So you have to be able to know who you are seriously. Do not play mental games with yourself. Mental acrobatics. The handler will know. And probably be thoroughly disgusted that you even tried them. So make sure that you are well aware of yourself. They will not be so apt to work against you. If they know and realize, oh, this motherfucker is going to win this motherfucking game. They're going to win their life. They're going to win their freedom. Okay. That motherfucking handler will play both sides. Don't you worry one bit about your fucking handler. Let them go do what it is they do. You stay in your place and in your space. When you realize that you have made that soul's connection with them, game on. I see. Handler has things at stake as well. Like I said earlier. Let them do what it is they do. Because now you are aware, but of course, again, they know that you are aware. So it's not working against one another any longer. But don't get too comfortable, motherfuckers. There's no such thing as, I'll just say this. Cover your ass at all times. Don't get too motherfucking comfortable with a handler, regardless of what he knows or what he doesn't know, regardless of what he realizes and recognizes or not. At the bottom of the deck, the Hermit. And once again, if you want to find yourself in a state of more worry and panic than you are already, before you've made this connection, you'll do that if you're too open and you're too comfortable. You'll find yourself in that state. However, there's no need to be in any state of worry, fear, or panic if you know who you are. You may not know the fullness. You may not know the details. Your handler may not know it all, but they know more than you. And once they respect you, they will find ways to give you some information. Play the role, even though you've made the connection. I didn't do too bad with that occult tarot. Let me see. I said I was going to read out of 2 decks. Do I need to read out? I'm hearing yes. I was going to say, do I need to read out of the Tarot Apocalypse? I heard yes before I even fully asked the question. What else do you need to know? When I say stay in hermit mode, I'm not saying go somewhere and isolate yourself. Just continue to play the role, your part. In other words, just be yourself. Don't get into this, oh, I understand this game. No, you're a fool. Don't do anything like that. Just continue to be the wife, the daughter, the mother, the whatever the fuck it is to whomever this handler is. Things will be spoken once again on a soul's level. They will see that you are understanding self, coming into knowledge of self, not living in any fear, connecting and communicating with them on a soul's level. They will begin to drop little pieces of information to you here and there because it is going to benefit them much more so than it's benefiting them now that you don't know who and what the fuck you are. Okay? But never say one fucking word, once again, to them. Verbally. No non-verbal cues and all of that bullshit. None of that magic shit. That is for the commoners. Wake up. And if you have a handler, well, not all the time. I was going to say more than likely you are more than a commoner. There are levels. All right, let's see what we get from the Tarot Apocalypse. Because I felt like that was enough, but shit, I guess not. Princess of Swords in reverse. Excuse me. The Judgment card in reverse. 6 of Swords upright. Five of Wands in reverse. And we have the Three of Cups in reverse. Basically the same fucking cards. Okay. You are being targeted here, obviously. Because for whatever reason, whomever you are, okay, there's this thought and feeling that you don't know anything, that you're a child, okay? That because you're being targeted, obviously you don't know who you are. We can do this to you, okay? You might be, I don't know, the next queen of the fucking earth for all I fucking know, the next king of the fucking earth for all I don't know who the fuck you are, okay? And they have you living somewhere down in poor peopleville in somewhere like, the state of Mississippi or some shit like that, okay? But whatever the fucking the case it is, all right? You are being targeted here. And they feel as though, like, again, you don't know anything, that there will be no judgment called on this, and that you'll never be able to get out of it. You can never fight your way out of it. Six of Cups in reverse. The Death card in reverse. Seven of Cups upright. The Magician in reverse. Of course, they want you to live in this poor, miserable state. They don't want you to have any friends, any good memories, nothing, okay? Want you to be in a state of mind where thinking that nothing is going to change and that anything that you think about is nothing more than a fantasy, because you will not be able to manifest or make anything new and wonderful happen for your life. Though you're sitting there knowing, goddamn, I'm more than this. Of course you are, if you're the fucking next king of the entirety of the earth, okay? Let's continue on here. Seven of Wands upright. The Chariot in reverse. And here we have Princess of Wands upright. I feel as though they are expecting that if you do figure out something about yourself, that you're going to open your big fucking mouth and you're going to rise up and fight all of this shit off like a motherfucker, okay? Just, like some fucking movie. Okay, like some, what is a Marvel comic movie or one of them types of shit, okay? And that they feel like if you ever did rise up in that energy, that they will not be able to stop you. Let's continue on. Princess of Cups. No, Prince of Cups in reverse. The Tower in reverse. And here we have Ten of Wands upright. Interesting. Hold on, please. Willpower. Love. Do not approach this situation with that Marvel comic book movie. I'm the great and powerful I see now. I'm going to just tear shit up. Rawr. Like the Hulk. Who, needed the smarts of David Banner because he was an idiot. Don't approach it like that. Because they probably will be ready to take your motherfucking ass down. Willpower. Use your smarts, your intellect. Delve into the reaches of your soul's being. And remember, go back to the remembrances of who you are. Love and goodwill, taken care of within, eliminates that without. Love and goodwill, taken care of within, eliminates that without. Love and goodwill, love here, Prince of Cups, will, Princess of Wands, willpower, eliminates that without. The Tower in reverse. Handle yourself appropriately. Otherwise, you will find yourself being more burdened than you already are. Three of Wands. Upright. At the bottom of the deck. Whatever it is that you want. Whoever it is, I'll say that. Whoever it is that you are, whatever it is that, there it is, that belongs to you, handled appropriately, will come to you. The initial success that must be channeled into what? New actions. Don't be a fool. I am hearing your handler will come into you to help you, to assist you, to love on you, to make your dreams come true. But you must handle yourself appropriately. This reading is not for everyone. Do not make it be so. Do not make someone a handler in your life who is not. Not everyone has one, please. There is nothing glamorous about trauma. How to become friends with your handler, with Dr. Kenyatta. Blessings or favor. You decide. Peace. So that you will not be sluggish, but imitators of those who through faith and patience inherit the promises. Remember those who led you, who spoke the word of God to you, and considering the results of their conduct, imitate their faith. For you have been called for this purpose, since Christ the Anointed One also suffered for you, leaving you an example for you to follow in the steps. The things you have learned and received and heard and seen in me, practice these things, and the God of peace will be with you. Therefore, I exhort you, be imitators of me.